Get this figured out. This world gon' give me whatever I need until I get this vision out. Then they gon' pay me whatever I ask, cause I got it figured out. Family be checking all up on a nigga to see how I'm feeling now. Damn, they love to see a nigga really make a killing now. I put a lock on the game and I hide the code and the keys. I am not playing no games, I really play this shit for keeps. That shit for me.
College football heads, YouTube. What's going on? It is your boy, Coach DC, coming back at you today with another video. And y'all see the rambling wreck out here, man. Still on vacation as we sit. Couple days away for some of us from the release of Madden 25. A few days after the probably the most important patch to date. With the college football, where they supposedly corrected the pursuit angles. They took away the spin move. They did a lot of stuff. To me, all necessary. All necessary to keep people engaged. As I said, we have to understand is as this thing goes along, you have to understand the process at which the game has to evolve. They can't give us everything up front. They have to spoon feed us. And so I just hope that you guys are really paying attention to that. But you see me out here with Georgia Tech versus Wisconsin. This game was recorded before the patch. And so you'll still see some of the same suspect tackling angles. And to me, it's really, let me give y'all my opinion on something since y'all asked for it, but I know you didn't. It's not necessarily the pursuit angles that are the problem. I expect not necessarily bad pursuit angles, but so-so pursuit angles. It's the pursuit reaction speed. It's the fact that when you click to that defender, you can't build speed as fast or quick enough to catch up to cut off the angle of the offense. So for you guys who are probably just sitting there allowing the AI to make the tackles for you, you see me with a totally blown and busted coverage on that one. For you guys that do that, then yeah, that the pursuit angles, it's going to appear that the pursuit angles are indeed an issue. When in all actuality, just go back and look at it, the times that you've missed a tackle, or most of the time it's your reaction speed. Either you're too fast to the edge and the guy spins back on you, or you're too slow to the edge and he runs past you. It's always one of the two. And so those were definitely necessary evils. Again, if you have a college football mechanics guide or the mechanics Bible, you understand how to take, or you should have a better understanding of how to take angles and how to actually try to tackle, dive, swat, intercept in the right direction. Yeah, I know I say that and get silent because that's the point where I'm trying to tell you something. So you really have to take heed to that kind of stuff when you're into your mechanics. And so my whole thing is just finding solutions. I can sit here and complain about problems all day long. The problems are plentiful. Just look down the dial and you can see a host of everybody complaining about the issues. And that's not to say that they aren't wrong. And that's not to say that those opinions aren't warranted. But again, I'm just dealing in solutions. And so for me, the bigger issues would be to make sure that you're doing the right things when you click onto the guy. Make sure you have the stick pointed in the right direction. Make sure that your speed threshold is up to par when you click on. A lot of times we don't understand how small these windows are when we click on. So if you click on and you're not doing the right things, then you have to build that speed back up, or you have to decelerate in order to make the play. And so we've got to start paying attention to those little nuances, mechanics nuances throughout the game, if we're gonna just find solutions. And like I said, that's not to say that a lot of these things aren't wrong with the game, but at this point, who's expecting them to actually make us a perfect game anymore? This has been going on for so long. To me, I've just learned in part to accept some of it. Of course, I'm going to complain, but I accept some of it. But at the same time, it helps me come up with, viable solutions to pass on to you guys, through the Coach DC 404 website, the guides, the mechanics Bible, virtuals, the sessions and all that kind of stuff. And so just understand, for all of you who are out there complaining, there are solutions. This stuff that you see me doing, this is not some secret club or secret society thing. No, this is anybody can learn this stuff. You just got to come to the right place. You got to start listening to the right people. And so, yeah, that's to me, that's just how it is. But y'all saw right there, that was a crazy play right there. Being able to get rid of the ball under pressure and still being able to stand in there and make your throws. On this game, I'm just seeing a trend where if you can stand in and make the throw, if your mechanics are good, then a lot of let's say the penalties for pressure throws they're nowhere close to where they were for like last year's game. You're still going to get the random overthrow. That's just DDA. That's what they do. A lot of times we'll mix DDA up with actual gameplay. And a lot of times you have to understand that they have to make you do that sometimes in order to keep the game close. They got to keep these games within 7 points. And so probably after the patch, you guys are noticing that all the games aren't ending, as some big hoopla in the way that they try to keep the teams close. Let's say if I score a touchdown on the ensuing kickoff, the guy will take the kickoff back. And so that's just a way of them trying to keep the game, keep the customers engaged. And it's from a business perspective, I get it. But from a player perspective, of course I don't. We all hate that kind of stuff because we want to believe that it's indeed us that's making these things happen. Or at least I care about it. I mean, I know a lot of people do. I'm not going to just say me. But in order for us to move forward, or in order for us to understand that, as this Madden game comes out, as a lot of us are going to be trying to balance both games, you're going to have your mechanics in order, because if not, it's really going to feel like you're playing two totally different games. If your mechanics are in order, it's all nuanced stuff. Like, as I said in the last video, it's going to be just transitioning from one game to the next. If your mechanics are the same, that play right there pissed me off because my two receivers ran into each other and I threw the ball right to where I thought the guy was going to go, and of course not. It just didn't go fall in the grass like it does when I play people. Yeah. But anyway, and so if you're going to play two different games, your mechanics are the one thing that's going to put both games together for you in the mechanics sense. So you have to understand what I'm saying. Of course, you're going to be playing college. You're going to spend some days on college, some days on Madden. I know it's guys out there who already is like, all right, man, the college game is dead. Nah, man, you got to learn how to play this stuff. Y'all want like immediate results and immediate answers to everything. And so you have to understand that a lot of this stuff you got to put in the work. You have to learn the game, learn the rhythm, learn the algorithms. More importantly, learn the algorithms of this game. Learn when not to, as opposed to keep trying to do the same thing over and over again. It's crazy that somebody would think that you can sit there and run Wildcat 1,000 times and it's supposed to work 1,000 times. And it's, they have to put those unstoppable things have to be in the game in order to, like I said, in order to regulate engagement. And so once you kind of come to grips with that part, man, all the rest of this stuff is just mechanics. It's just a matter of having the patience to withstand, the bad things that happen to you on the game. They're going to be plays that aren't made. They're going to be interceptions that are dropped. They're going to be times where you guys just totally dumb out, I guess. I don't know. That part I don't get. I hate the fact that the zones just dumb out for no particular reason. And I think the thing that EA loses sight on is the fact that they don't offer us any real explanation with this stuff. They still haven't addressed momentum. Let me give you guys some terrible insight on something that we all know. We all hate momentum. How many times have you heard them address it? Start sending emails to the EA site telling them that we hate momentum. Yeah, you want to do something positive? Send them as many emails as you can telling them we hate momentum. We wish they would take it out of the game, because a lot of this DDA stuff is disguised in the momentum stuff. A lot of the non-functionality stuff, in terms of making your adjustments, and you got to sit there and make the same adjustment 17 times and the clock running out unnecessarily. All this stuff is a part of the momentum thing. And so if we don't address it to them directly, they're going to keep ignoring it to us. Anyway, man, you guys have a great Saturday. It's your boy Coach. I'm out.